Hi, my name is Doug Rice. I'm a comic book artist and animator. I've worked on books like Dynamo Joe, Manhunter for DC, and done animation like Animaniacs with Pinky and the Brain. You're listening to Still Toking with on the Dorkening Podcast Network.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
But thank you all for joining us. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Do you have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks? The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs. From horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Holliston.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi, guys. This is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gun Woman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerrica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more. Featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
Oh, and I hit the wrong button again. Happy Wednesday, everybody. You're watching Still Toking with, powered by the Dorkening Podcast Network. We have an awesome show scheduled for you today. And, filling, my name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard, always hitting the wrong buttons. And filling in and as Benjamin tonight is Jeffrey.
It's good to be back. How's everybody doing out there the day before Thanksgiving? I hope you're cooking turkey, making mashed potatoes and squash and all of that happy horse shit that goes along with it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the gravy. It's the gravy that makes everything.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What type of turkey gravy or... I
don't give a shit. Any kind of gravy.
Okay.
I'll eat any kind of gravy.
Yeah, I hear you. I love gravy. You know what I mean? Gravy.
Put that shit on everything.
And stuffing, plain stuffing. I don't like onions or anything in my stuffing.
Oh, no. My wife makes a great stuffing with, sausage and some apples and cranberries and all that good stuff. Stick it inside the bird so it's nice and soggy, and yep, that's the way to go. Then add gravy.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah. And Benjamin, are you working?
I don't know, am I?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, well, look at that. I just ghosted into the fucking backdrop.
That's right. All you see is your head.
You know? Yeah, well, at least I'm not talking about stuffing a fucking turkey.
Hey,
So, yeah, great. Oh, wait. Oh, look.
Oh, there you are.
There I am. Wow. A little fuzzy, but yeah, well, no.
So
I guess the stupid shit's working now, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta reboot.
No, it almost got rebooted against the wall. I'm just gonna say. Leo knew. He sent me a message.
Oh yeah. We had some audio issues prior, and I asked Ben to check a couple things. Then all of a sudden, nothing worked, and he was gone for several minutes. Actually, we had to go live without him, and all I thought was he took to his computer and just slammed it across the wall. But you didn't. You're back, which is greatly appreciated. And yeah.
So yeah, it's good to be back. I missed a couple of weeks.
Happy fucking hump day, right?
Right. I missed a couple of weeks, so it's good to be back.
Oh, you did?
Seeing everybody,
Didn't even notice you were gone.
Really? Fuck you, dude. Asshole.
Well, Jeffrey, since we had to fill in for you, we missed you, but you have some work to do to catch up on.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I started today. I could actually use the computer mouse with my right hand for the first time in a couple of weeks, so that was a good thing. I don't know about all you righties out there. Do you know how hard it is to do all kinds of shit lefty? Certain things are harder than others.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Well, would you like to introduce tonight's guest?
Sure. We have Peter Anthony. And welcome, Peter. I do want to say that I love the work that I've seen so far, on the fan films. I think it's fantastic, and we're going to delve into that. And I know that you have a new one coming out. You're premiering Sunday, aren't you? Is it
Correct.
Sunday?
The world premiere and convention, as we're calling it, is Sunday, and then YouTube on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and
cool.
Want to let everybody know I have all the links in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. You can check out the information if you can get a chance to get to the premiere, but I believe you're sold out. But if you couldn't get to the premiere, he is going to be showing it for free on Monday, and the link is down below, so definitely check it out. It's going to be going worldwide premiere on online for Monday.
And this is for Roseblood, correct?
Correct. Friday 13th, Roseblood.
Now, is this your third fan film? Is that correct?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, third fan film.
You're making him do math.
Well, he was counting on his fingers. I saw it.
Well, there's other movies, but they're not fan films, right? So
right.
The third one, yeah. There was 2 other ones, but I had to leave for one reason or another. So there's only 3 now, yeah.
Gotcha.
And how many movies does this make for you in total?
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Nice.
As far as being in them.
Yeah.
Now, are you you're also acting in Roseblood?
Yeah, the director, writer, producer, and actor. I'm General Brackbauer, who's like the mean bad guy. So my job is to make you hate my guts, which is pretty easy. I told everyone it's like me being an asshole is pretty easy when I get up in the morning. So it's not much.
All right. Well, by the time this hour is over, you'll hate my guts. So we'll be easy.
It's going to take an hour.
Well, I can probably do it in about 10 minutes. Maybe
I figured it happened backstage when I wasn't there.
No. Actually, we had a very pleasant discussion. About some other things that I didn't know about. When I first Googled Peter Anthony, all I got was this other dude that had nothing to do with what Peter's doing.
Yeah, that seems to be the way it goes. But I was late to the party, so,
Yeah, that's all right. Happens to all of us, But so you've been busy. You get to enjoy tomorrow. Have a day off, relax, visit with the family, and then hit the grindstone as this thing comes out.
Yeah, I mean, when we get off, I'll be up till 2-3 in the morning again. So all the premiere people who got like VIP tickets, I bought these big bags. Their names are on the bags. Their stickers logoed on the bags. They all get swag stuff. Everything signature from the posters. If you have children, you have a 12 and under swag bag. And I set up the whole event, and I have to bring everything in bins. I already brought 20 bins, and it's a lot.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, I watched Vengeance about a month and a half ago. Loved it. Absolutely freaking loved it.
Good.
It was campy as fuck.
What was your favorite part? Just out of curiosity, what was your favorite part of Vengeance?
My favorite part of Vengeance?
Mine, but go ahead.
Well, there's a lot of good parts in Vengeance, but I'll tell you the thing that I loved the most was the makeup in the outfit for Jason Voorhees. I mean, I loved it. He fucking crushed that.
Yeah,
My favorite part the campy killings and stuff.
When Peter was staring down Jason was my favorite part.
Right.
Because you guys know that there's a scene after that. We actually fought, and it got deleted, right?
No, we didn't.
No, I didn't know that.
I'll have to share it with you one day. Yeah.
Where can we see it? Where is it? Can we see? Is it online somewhere?
On the Blu-ray, there's a little bit of outtakes of it. I have some on my phone. I could send you guys. It's a long story short. They rushed it, and it wasn't Jason's fault, but somebody rushed it, and it was almost like on purpose, so we couldn't use it, kind of thing. And then little sneaky info: I was supposed to be in part 2. I was supposed to be alive in part 2 because you never really see me die in 1.
Right.
And then when Roseblood happened, I was like, man, just keep me dead because I'm too busy. So that's what happened.
Wow. So now, is Vengeance 2 completed?
Oh yeah.
It is completed. Now, is that's out there and available to watch now?
No, Jason Brooks said it'll probably come out around April, May.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I've been hunting for it, and I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah, no, they shot it. They got so many stars for that one. It was I helped out with it. I produced a lot with it. I kind of co-wrote a lot of the script with Jason, some of the script with Jason, and just helped out with certain things. Helped get Darcy DeMoss to reprise her role because once again, you don't really see her die right in part 6.
Right.
Through the mirror. Yeah, so things like that. So I got my hands on that one too, but just more behind the scenes, which is fine with me.
Right.
Now, I mean, obviously nobody has seen Roseblood yet, but I'm hoping that, you stuck to that same template of the late 70s, early 80s style of that campy horror slasher kind of shit where the blonde falls on a air, you know what I mean? And all that kind of good crap. That's what I love about all those movies.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. So comparing our film to Vengeance, it's a lot different. So Vengeance is definitely the campy, woodsy, the quirky humor, and then oh my god, Lewis Carlisle, which is actually Jason Brooks also, his character's hysterical. This was a little different, though.
Yeah.
Roseblood, there's going to be fans, I think, hopefully, that love Roseblood, and there's going to be fans that probably have some issues with it as far as we actually develop the characters. So it's a slower burn where you try to make you feel about 4 to 6 characters we really want you to feel about, so that when everything happens, it actually has meaning. So I can see some people being like, hey, that's a slow burn. I wanted a little bit more action. But when it kicks in, it's Jason on steroids and everything's going haywire. Because I'm like, everybody always does the, 50, 60 kills and nobody cares about them. I wanted to do something a little different. And we kind of had to, the way it was set up with the building and such.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. Speaking of, I mean, I know Leo's got the trailers queued up.
I do. What makes you say that?
Because I know you, and that's
okay.
Play the fucking trailer. No, I'm just kidding.
I will in a second. So just a reminder: the debut of Roseblood is this Sunday, and if you can't get to the premiere, everybody can see it for free online. And I have the link for that in the show notes up above or down below. So definitely check it out. It's going to be the YouTube link, and yeah, you can check it out for free. But here's the first trailer of 2 we're going to be playing tonight. And so Roseblood is going to be premiering this Sunday, and if you can't get to the premiere, everybody can see it for free on Monday. Definitely would check the links up above or down below. And, after seeing the trailer a couple times, I just noticed there's an Enter the Dragon poster in one of the scenes. Is any special meaning?
It's basically so that part takes place in 1989, and that fast poster is in the fast poster. That Enter the Dragon poster is in the fast room, and the fast room is a bunch of alpha males. So in that room, you have Terminator, you have Rambo, you have Enter the Dragon. That's how they kind of lay out their room, which to me works perfect with like the 80s.
Nice.
That's cool. I just love the weed whacker.
Yeah, I'll give you another little insight. Do you see that scene where there's a split wall, right? So we built a half wall, and then we built another half room with no wall for the camera. And then the guy's against the wall and Jason's on this side. I wanted to pay homage to 7. If you remember when the girl loses her earrings and she goes inside that little like barn shack, it's lightning outside. And when Jason is seen, it's all blue. And then the girl goes behind the wall and he breaks through the wall. So that homage, that shot right there is homage to 7.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's funny, all those little things.
I got one more for you. If you look at the trailer, when that guy's against the wall, he's holding the horn from 7, the exact horn. We had it 3D printed and painted, the one that the guy gets stuffed in his eye.
I didn't notice that.
That's cool.
I literally have 100 things like that from the movie in there.
I probably didn't notice it because I was actually IMing on my phone with Peter because he's trying to get the link for his friends so they can see it live. Yeah, I just threw you under the fucking bus.
That's all right.
Show, that's what I do.
Wow, nice. So, where did the title Roseblood come from?
Great question. So in part 7, it's the new blood, right? So in this movie, Tina is in captivity of the military and of the asylum. They're studying her. They're trying to basically weaponize her. Because that's to me, that's always what made sense. Like after 7, if you remember, the fireman who's John Carl Beekler tries to put the mask together. Her and Nick get taken away. Well, she would never just go home. After this incident, and then they would look at Dr. Cruz's files, and she has telekinesis, and to me, they would weaponize her. So she's supposed to be like powerful, and then this girl Rose comes along, and if you look at the trailer, one of the trailers, I say that Rose is 10 times more powerful than Tina, so she's like the new gifted one, the new blood, Roseblood.
Nice,
cool.
And weaponization of telekinesis, that's kind of like Firestarter, right?
Good, yeah. I kind of like, that's what I always thought of too. Yeah, if you look at the scene in trailer 2, I believe, and her hair is blowing and there's all red behind her, that's an exact homage to that.
Very cool. Firestarter was a kick-ass movie.
Kick-ass. I remember when I was little, I'm like, can I punch someone's nose into their brain? Remember the guy did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like so cool to me.
That's awesome. When does so you said Vengeance 2 it won't be out until like early
next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
So is Vengeance 2 then Roseblood, or are you going it's Vengeance Roseblood then Vengeance 2? Is there an order to these?
A year and a half ago.
Right.
So now Roseblood releases Sunday, Monday, and then is that what you're asking? The order, and then April, May for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Roseblood follows. You said 7, right?
Correct. In 2 different timelines.
2 different timelines. Vengeance and Bloodline are 2 separate runs, Jeff. They're not all the same run. Correct?
Okay, all right. That's what I was trying to because
No.
The only one I've been able to see is Vengeance. So
Bloodlines takes place right after Vengeance 1. So if that's your question, they are back to back.
Well, Vengeance and Bloodline are, but Roseblood is completely separate. Correct?
Oh yeah, Roseblood because
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what Jeff was trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I was having audio issues, and I was sharing this out, and it took me 30 minutes to fucking catch up to everybody. So here I am.
Welcome to the show, Ben.
Well, thank you, Leo. Thank you for having me tonight.
Well, like I said, it's good to be back.
Yeah, thank Christ you were back. All right, let's get the show going. What are we talking about?
So
who's our
Peter,
guest?
besides the the fan films. What else are you working on that you wanted to talk about? You must be working on some other crap too. Not that it's crap. I mean, other shit. Okay, not that it's shit, but you know what I'm saying.
I had a bunch lined up, but without getting into too much details, I wouldn't adhere to the rules of the projects, so which changed drastically. So I bowed out of 2 of them, but there's still one, and that's called Z Dead End, where I actually act across from Kane Hodder. So they're done shooting for this year, but he's telling me January, February. I've never been to California. I got to fly out to LA and act across from Kane. I seen him at a convention a couple months ago. I'm pretty good friends with him. And I was like, it's going to be me and you. He's like, fuck yeah, Petey. That's what he calls me. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you were involved in that.
I didn't know you were involved in
I did not know you were involved in that.
Bill's doing a lot of the filming, who's also filming our TV series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we know. Yeah,
so you're working with Rob Restro and the gang.
Yeah, we know Rob. We know Rob.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
See.
Didn't even know that.
No.
I'll have to. I'll give Rob shit. How come you didn't tell us that, you dick?
No. See, I'm gonna go in the other direction and be like, all right, look, you got all these people that you know in the film, and
yeah.
I can die pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Just saying. Now, actually, you know what? I want to be in your spin-off of Roseblood. I want Jason to put me through a wall.
Yeah.
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 Like literally.
That can be done. Back to Robert, he was filming in like Albany, which is like 2 hours from me. And he thought I lived in California for some reason. And he's like, I'm filming Kane and Felissa in Albany. And I'm like, I was working on another project with Felissa at one right here in Connecticut. And I was like, man, I live in Connecticut. He's like, what? He's like, come over here and shoot the scene. But for work, I had to fly to Atlanta. So because of that, we have to shoot inside.
It's actually the studio is Cornwall on the Hudson.
Oh, Hudson. Okay, yeah.
Right in Orange
Yeah, it was
County.
Cornwall on the Hudson. Yeah, because that's where Kane was there for.
Yeah, that's what Kane and Felicia. Yeah, we actually, Jeff and I, the last time we were there filming our series, we stayed an extra day and helped set up the sheriff's office.
That's what I was supposed to be in.
Yeah, and then we had to bug out and come home. We didn't get to stay and hang out with all the, cool people.
No, we just went as grunts and helped build the set, and then had to go home.
Yeah,
deal with it.
I saw that Robert posted Kane's trailer being delivered. That was pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, what a small world! I didn't know you were involved in all of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and me and Leo were at like the same VIP parties, basically sitting next to each other. Didn't even know it either. It's crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about that Monday. That was Scaricon, right?
Yeah, I've been to the last 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah. And for anybody watching here, this is the Scaricon where Sid Haig got up to sing, which was...
I have that recorded. You got to remind me. I got to send it to you. I was right there. I took a picture of him, and I recorded him singing.
And it was before him. It was, what the hell is that actor's name? From People Under the Stairs.
Oh yeah.
Sean Whalen.
Sean Whalen.
Holy shit! Can he sing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, his set was amazing.
Do you know who I was hanging out with? Who was he was token himself? Was National Lampoon's Rusty?
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know who his sister was.
Same here.
Dude, he's like, you know my sister? I'm like, no. And he's like, I forgot her name. What's her name?
It's Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Ryan Reynolds' wife. The girl from that shark movie where she's on the beach there.
Yep.
And she's hot. And he goes, yeah, my sister. And I'm like, oh my God, that's your sister? And he goes, yeah. I go, well, let me ask you a question. I goes, Ryan Reynolds, really, really cool, like he seems? And he's like, you know what, man? He's like, I wanted to fucking hate him, but he's fucking mad cool.
Well, he says when I went up to see him, he started talking about his sister, and I'm like, I don't know your sister, and he was like, his face lit up, and he's like, you mean you're here to talk to me? I'm like, of course, you're Rusty.
Yeah. Rusty, man. Night of the Creeps, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is that time, so
pretty close
I remembered this time, Ben.
Yeah. But before you go to that, where can they find out about our guest, Roseblood, and all this awesome stuff?
Okay, well, definitely check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. You're going to find a link for YouTube there, and if you can't make it to the premiere this Sunday, you can see it not live, you can see it for free this Monday, and just go to the YouTube link, and you're looking for Friday the 13th, Roseblood. And, speaking of movies, Ghostbusters Afterlife is out. We're going to be doing a talk about it later on the Dorkening. No spoilers. What? Oh, my God, the movie fucking rocked. But, okay, go to the theaters, and you can go to the theaters at Prospect Theater. Check this out.
Did you know around 83% of Americans with disabilities are unemployed? We are changing that. The Prospector Theater is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to providing competitive and integrated employment for adults with disabilities through the operation of a first-run movie theater in Ridgefield, Connecticut. We greet, seat, and treat our audiences to the best, most accessible movie-going experience in the world. Hollywood blockbusters, delicious gourmet popcorn, and one-of-a-kind pink glove service. Join us for a movie and see our sparkle in action. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit www.prospectortheater.org.
And speaking of Ghostbusters, if you get a chance to see it, don't spoil it for anybody. Don't be a dick. But you know what? Here's some hot sauce. Okay, last one I got for you, Token with the Dead. Episode 2 is coming out soon, and check it out.
Fucked up nightmare.
Okay, when's it coming out?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Couple weeks.
It's close. It's really close. I think it's all put together. He was just waiting for the laundry list to add that in there, and I would say within the month.
Yeah, I said.
So, Bill, if you're tuning in, I said within the month.
And
I'd like to have it by Christmas.
It wouldn't be Bill; it'd be Jude.
Okay, Jude. I'll send him a message. I need it by Christmas.
Right.
Jeremy, is Blake Lively?
Yes.
Not
Jeremy.
Not to get off topic, but any of you check out.
Well, that started an hour ago.
Any of you see Ghostbusters?
No.
Oh my God.
I just know there's Samoa's involved.
Is it on Plex?
No.
Then I can't watch it.
Okay.
That was a hint.
It's not out. It's not out. It's not yet.
It's in theaters, right? It's in theaters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually went to the theater to go see it.
Did you?
I saw that. But hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Ghostbusters.
I know. I'm just saying.
We have a guest over here. Over here, guys. This guy over here. No, I'm just teasing you, Leo.
I'm late because I was packing a bowl. You can't watch and pack a bowl?
He needs two hands to pack the bowl. So.
What kind of bowl you packing?
On the subject of the hot sauce there, you guys, we probably weren't talking as much then, but maybe about a year ago, there was another movie that came out called Nightmare on Elm Street Up All Night, which I had something a little bit to do with. And I did a trivia. I do trivia all the time, and I give away tons of Friday the 13th stuff for trivia. Right. And afterwards, the fans watched me. You remember the show Hot Ones?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it was like 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever that lineup was of those 10. I hate hot food, and I'm not good with hot food. And I did them and double laced them and then ate them live while I did trivia. Dude, I was fucking dying at the end. I actually felt like I was high. I was like, man, am I high? And people say that, and I was sweating. And then I'm like, man. And then I finally lived. Then about 2:30 in the morning, my stomach came knocking. Holy shit. You know, when you get those cramps in your stomach and you're praying to God, you're like, I'll stop talking to 24-year-old girls. Please just get me through this. Yeah, dude, it was bad.
And there goes Jeff.
Yeah, he got a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's been a train wreck since we started tonight, but that's great. That just proves one thing: that you gotta fucking see Roseblood.
Yeah.
Amen.
You gotta see Roseblood, and if you got the opportunity to purchase a hard copy or be involved some way, I say just jump on that shit and jump on it quick because it doesn't last. Doesn't last. We did it. We had the pleasure of doing a show Monday night on Leo's show, same gentleman, and we had RW on, and he pretty much begged for an autographed script, and Peter said, "Man, they're gone. I'm sorry, they're gone." So
yeah, I felt bad, man. And those are like expensive to make too.
No, and that was my point, was that if our viewers, our listeners, future viewers, future listeners on all the platforms, if you see something coming out, get involved.
Yeah, totally.
Because when the shit is gone, it is gone. You're not going to get it. It's that simple.
Well, and that just shows, how good of a Indiegogo that Peter put on. You had some awesome perks. Matter of fact, you said that you're going to be bringing a lot of the perks to the premiere, but you met 3,000% of your goal, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, thank you. And we ran a second one too, called the Legacy one, and that was supposed to be $5,000, and we got $16,000.
Wow.
Because what happened was we landed Terry and then Kevin, so now I could do signings with all three of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more things the fans wanted, and I got you guys, Ben and Jeff on the list. So if you guys want to go, you're there. You're free.
And that's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. And it's
might have to try and just take a ride.
Brantford, Connecticut. It's not that far.
No, it's not that bad.
No, it's right past Old Saybrook. It's not. It's yeah.
It's about halfway down, isn't it?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, about halfway. So that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. We've done further trips.
Jeremy says, now do you get all the loot, no taxes, or does Uncle Sam get a cut?
For the Indiegogo?
I believe that's what he was referencing.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam gets a cut. It actually hits me as like a 1099.
Right.
But you use that money to film the movie, and all the money that's recuperated actually goes to charity.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't recoup any money. I spent more money, but I still took money out of my own pocket to give it to charity because that's how I sold it. Yep. And I didn't want to not do that. And like I said, it's my stepson that I no longer see. So it's for his college fund. So I did that anyways, just because some people donated to help me out and they really care about my situation. It's a really long story. So I didn't want to rob them of that. So I overspend. So I took my own money to make sure that went to charity.
Right. So
kudos.
And that, I don't know did you guys touch on the difference between, this type of a film and what fan films are? Because I had audio issues at the beginning of the show, so I don't know if that was touched on yet.
Not yet. Nope.
No? Okay.
Do you want to touch upon it, Ben?
Be my guest.
Ben just likes to touch things.
You brought up the question. You run with it.
So for our listeners and our viewers, can you explain to them the difference between a normal film and the fan film side of things?
So a fan film, I think I was saying it before. There was that Star Trek one we talked about that raised like $2 or $3 million, and there really was no rules then. And then Paramount kind of came in and set the rules. So what the rules are, according to online, if you go to Paramount.com, who's like the only one who's ever talked about it, says you can raise $50,000 for every 15 minutes, no more. If you make any profit, it has to go to charity. And you have to release the film free on an online platform, Vimeo, YouTube, and or both. So if you meet those guidelines, which we're well within, you're fine. It's kind of like a gray area, but we made sure that we hit those.
Right.
Now, is that because you're
we're using
trying to do something, and you're kind of riding on the coattails of something that's already gained its popularity and following, and
you're using the likeness of Jason Voorhees. You're using characters that were developed by Sean Cunningham and Paramount and Victor Miller. So at the end, you also have to put a disclaimer about that and so on and so forth. So you can't monetize it. It's like you could draw a picture of anything, but you can't really sell it. Right. So same kind of thing here.
Okay,
cool.
All right, even though it happens every other fucking day.
It does.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
We see it.
Think about mask makers, right? And I love mask makers, and I've got a bunch of them. They never really own the right. Whoever the first guy was from part 3 or 4 or 6, that guy supposedly has the right to a mask. But then again, he's copying a hockey mask. So who made the original hockey mask? It's like super gray area with that,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But you see it all the time, and people are they do their artwork with all of these, famous characters from decades and decades ago, and somebody owns the rights to those.
Yeah, especially the Universal ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Marvel.
Yeah.
And you have companies that, will go after those people diligently. And then you have companies that, kind of like just let things go by the wayside, Like if you try to do like anything Disney related, they go after you crazy. When I was doing...
Well, Disney will rip your nuts off.
Disney and tell you what, another one is Harley. When I was doing sign work, the word on the street, don't touch Harley. Don't do anything with their stuff, because they'll definitely come after you as well.
Another one is Nintendo, because in our game, I'm a big gamer, so I used to travel around the U.S. and play Super Tecmo Bowl for championships.
Oh, nice.
So Super Tecmo Bowl's in our movie, and they're playing Nintendo because and so you take the movie. You guys, I don't know any of this. You must know better than me. And we threw it on YouTube, but we put it private, and then we got the hits, and they got hit like 4 times. Nintendo was one of them. You didn't have to remove it; you just couldn't monetize, which we're not doing. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. See, there's a dork in all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, somebody got me once for the shirts I make for myself where I put my face on Wonder Woman. I don't even sell them.
All right, Jeremy, that was not a vision I needed this picture. With your face on Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that'll create a limp dick real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And there it is. If your wife's watching, that'll be the I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
Oh, I get that every show.
I know, but there was the comment.
Now I know why you guys have that disclaimer.
Well, I gotta have that disclaimer.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on your bedroom floor, Jeff. Yeah, probably.
So I just want to make sure we get the other trailer in here. So want to remind everybody, Roseblood gets premiered this Sunday, and if you can't make it to the premiere, definitely what?
The comment that just came in from Richard Avilas.
I missed. Oh, jeez.
That's okay, Richard.
He's been on his period. Yeah.
Leo, when Richard
he ate too much hot sauce.
Shut up. When Richard decides to bring his show to the network, I think we're going to have to charge him double for that comment.
Okay. Sounds good.
play the trailer.
Geez. Okay, on that note, Roseblood, Friday the 13th, Roseblood comes out this Sunday premiere. And if you can't make it to the premiere, everybody can watch it for free on Monday. Free movie. Who loses?
You know what? I'm going to throw this out right now. So when it does premiere on Monday on YouTube, I will grab the link and I will put it on our main page, and I will also put it on our group page for those of you watching that can't figure out how to type it in. There's no excuse.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as Jeremy says, Monday, Roseblood, watch it for free. Links are in the show notes up above or down below, or just head on over to the Token with the Dead Guys, and or we'll post it on the Dorkening as well. But anyway, you know what? Here's a trailer.
I only exist because of you. It doesn't fit, does it, Tina? Huh. Well, one word that comes to mind that does. How about manifest? As the troubled teenager manifested a demon right before our eyes. I bet that room works fine.
Her name is Rose. She's the new blood around here.
We think her control over gravity is 10 times that of Shepard.
It's showtime, Red. The General found her. She's like you in some ways, but she is something that you and I have never seen before.
Our goal is to subdue your masked friend, if he truly exists.
Where's your monster now?
You fixed it? How? Why? You have no idea what you're dealing with.
How many times have I told you? Call me Duke.
The girls, they need you, especially Tina.
The girls are on their own. I don't play God here, Julian. Neither do you.
Complete the session, Tina.
I hate you!
Tina.
I just wish you would go away! Talk to me. What did you think? I was just gonna send you back?
And like I said, Roseblood, the premiere is this Sunday, and if you can't catch it this Sunday, everybody can see it for free on Monday. And I caught the fire starter thing.
Yeah.
Now that you said it, yeah.
Right. Yep, I caught it too.
Totally.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's another catch in there. I don't know if you guys caught. I was telling the director of photography, who's not a huge Friday the 13th fan, but when Dr. Cruz, Terry Kaiser, yells at Tina, by the way, that's not in the script. He pulled me to the side. He's like, Peter, you think I can yell Tina? And I said, show it to me. And he yelled it. And I said, yeah, try it. And then he did it. And now it's like one of those things that I could never see the movie without it.
Right.
You know? So when he yells at her, if you listen, when she falls back and she's, I wish you'd just leave me alone. It's her voice and the voice of the young girl in part 7 combined when she said that to her father.
I thought it was just
Oh, shit.
I thought it was just shit in my head.
Right.
And Peter froze. That's a great freeze too, right
totally.
there.
Yeah, it is.
Totally.
It's a total good freeze.
Peter, can you hear us?
There he is. He's getting quirky. It's a Connecticut thing.
It's Roseblood.
It's Roseblood.
Wait, back up. What's the Connecticut thing?
Things getting fucked up. Connecticut's fucked up.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Everybody just thinks it's
Jeremy.
fucked up.
He's freezing in and out.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's weird, but I've been having like weird things with. Yeah, he just bumped out. He'll bump back in. I've been having weird things with like even my cell phone.
Right.
You know, so like I'll get a phone call and it'll show a phone number from like East fucking Iowa or something. So I don't answer it. And then I look in my my missed calls and it would be my father-in-law.
Yeah.
No,
they're fucking that shit all up.
No, it's a curse, man. It's Roseblood. It's Roseblood. I told you before I tried to get on the show tonight, I go into my personal StreamYard, I check my headset, I check my mic, I check my backdrop, I get everything going, get everything set. Then I drop out and jump into the stream for the show. As soon as I jumped in, headset was out. Headset came on, mic went out. I literally had to reboot everything.
And that's just user error.
It's a fucking curse. Cut it out.
No, it's user. It's and we brought this up on another show. It's a PEBCAC error. Any of you heard of PEBCAC error?
Yep. I think we're gonna have to stop near Mystic on the way down to the premiere. I know he's on a military base. Can't be that hard to find.
No, pretty easy.
It might be hard to get in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm outside the base.
He's outside the base.
Yeah.
He's in the house.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So as you know, it's like the it's the submarine capital of the world. So the base is huge. And,
he's back.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
Peter, do you know what a PEBCAC error is? Just curious.
Fucking back, man.
I'm fucking back.
I'm fucking back, man.
PEBCAC means problem exists between chair and keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right. Payback's a bitch. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Leo, I need this really need this for the show in 5 minutes.
Oh, so a normal Wednesday?
Right.
So, Peter, do you have any other thoughts of some future fan films? Uh-oh, he froze again.
He froze again. He did. He's just like...
He freezes good, though.
He does freeze good. I'll give him that. I will give him that. It's usually...
That's funny.
You back with us, Peter?
He's deep in thought. Be patient.
Didn't know that was such a difficult question.
Right. Well, I know we had a bunch of people...
he is. He's skipping in and out here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he is in Connecticut, so it could be just the beefalo that knocked down the cables.
The beefalo?
The beefalo, yeah.
You beefalo?
Beefalo.
What's
yeah.
that? A cow?
It's I don't know what it's called, but they're on the loose in Connecticut. There's beefalo sightings.
Beefalo. Are those kind of like fucking mini Sasquatch?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, cool.
It's a domesticated cattle breed. It's a big ass cow.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
His thing's buffering. So
yeah.
like I was saying, we had a bunch of people that jumped in after the commercial break. And I know you played the second trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we flip that first trailer back on for the people that missed it at the beginning?
Sounds good. And like we said, Roseblood is premiering this Sunday, and if you can't make it to the premiere, everybody can see it for free on Monday.
Can't make it to the premiere unless you got tickets. It's sold out.
Sold out, yeah. So if you're not special like Ben and Jeff, you know.
Yeah, we're fucking special.
You scared him away.
I didn't scare nobody away.
Okay, Jeff, it's your fault.
It was that. It's that Connecticut thing.
You know. So I loved
the
Jeremy's
beefalo
question. He popped up there with a Nightmare on Elm Street fan film.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really, really cool too.
Right. You know.
Well, he's you got to remember, Freddy's one of those. My internet sucks dick. Nice.
We have a new guest. Maybe.
Wow, he's still freezing up. Can you hear us? No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Yay.
The UFO.
Wow, he moved.
The UFO moved out from over your house.
Right.
Who played Jason? Jason Brooks actually played Jason in Roseblood, as well as Vengeance and Bloodline, which are the fan films.
Yes.
So don't worry, Pete. I got your back, man. I'll answer the questions for you.
Right. Now we had Jason Brooks on about a month ago.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was about a month
supposed
ago.
to join. He was supposed to join us tonight. But because of Christmas and Black Friday, the company that he works for, he couldn't get away. He's like,
Right. Just so everybody knows, he's got little feet.
Oh, wait a minute. He jumped in on his phone.
Does
Oh,
this
there he
work?
is.
That works, yeah.
Wow, the picture's actually really good too. What are you on your phone?
Does this work?
That works, yeah.
I'm on my fucking phone.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. You know what's cool? Check this out. You guys can see a little bit of this.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Do you want to give us a little tour?
Yeah, I guess you're a Friday the 13th fan.
Now, you said you had an obscene amount of masks. How many masks do you have?
67.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow. Christ.
Just, yeah.
No
tons
shit.
of everywhere.
No, that would be that would just be a freaky room to sit
this
in.
one.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
And that's signed by Steve Dash and CJ Graham and Jason Brooks. That machete, it's a rare one.
Nice. That's
all right.
cool.
At least I got to show you that shit, right?
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, that'd be a freaky fucking room to be sitting in.
Say again?
That'd be a freaky room to sit in.
No, I can't fucking hear you.
No.
If you can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no yeah.
He's like, yeah. There's no
Jeremy was asking, have you done a Nightmare on Elm Street film? He was a huge Freddy Krueger fan when he was a kid.
No, there's a film that Jeremy Brown directed. Jason Brooks is in it. A bunch of people from Vengeance in it. It's called Nightmare on Elm Street Up All Night. And it's meant Jason Renault. Jason Renault's a huge collector. He's going to be at the premiere.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
We might have to take a ride, Ben.
Okay. Yeah. As long as we're there, before noon for the food and before 2 for the cake cutting.
12:30 to 2:30 is the food, and 2:45 is the cake cutting.
See?
Then when's the film premiere? Right after that?
The panel is from 5 to 6, and then the movie is 6:15 to 7:45.
I can do that.
That ain't too bad.
No, I can do that.
Yeah, it's worth it, man. It's like once in a lifetime. And the other thing too, not to be morbid, how many times is Terry, Kevin, and Lar going to be all together again?
Right. No, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
And so, did you guys? Hold on, one more thing. I'm all excited about. So I built this diorama about. Hold on, move the Vengeance, the Rosebud mask. So this is Jason, right? Remember those little figures that came in the square little cardboard boxes? So I have Jason. I don't know if like killing every single major character, and every single major character signed it.
Oh, that's cool.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Cool, right? I gotta get him to sign it,
cool.
Chucky.
That is cool.
Yeah.
See, Leo, you didn't get this type of behind the scenes stuff because he was on his computer and he couldn't move around like this.
Just to give him shame, who's your internet provider?
Verizon.
Verizon.
Which is weird because now my phone's working, but not my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
funny how that is, huh?
So
and my computer's hardwired.
Yeah, that's crazy. And is it fiber?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I paid for 1,000, but they said that my area only gets 600.
Yeah.
So then I went to 600. The guy's like, "You'll never get 1,000. It's only 600." So then I went to 600, but that's like the highest in the area.
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, 600 is plenty fast enough too.
And everybody gives me shit because I'm sitting here on an iPad.
Yeah, but it never gets 600 because when I run the test, it's like 350.
No, I never get
that could be because of your router. Yeah. So, are you using their router?
Yeah, the one they recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you want one better, Leo? Because I'm
Yeah.
a fucking perfectionist nutball. My buddy's an electrician. So there's like the new wire that's like the fastest wire, right?
Yep.
So I live in a condo complex. So I changed from my house to the floor, the wire. You want one better? 150-foot run, my buddy did, from my condo all the way to the street. And guess the fuck what? It still fucks up.
Right?
It may be a little.
It's all part of the control.
Yeah. Well, it may be a little pricey to, maybe a little pricey to test. I had a similar problem where I was capping out, and I got rid of their modem and router, and got my own. And now I'm getting like 900. I don't have Verizon. I have another company in Connecticut.
Well, I'm going to try that then. The problem is once you do that, if you have any problems, you know this. When you call them, they're like, "Oh, it's because you don't have our router." No, no, it's not. You fucks. Yeah.
Well, just
I have my own router. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for your router, I would look into Google, the Google Mesh system. Sorry, not Google Mesh. Eero. Eero is the one you want.
Send me that, please.
Yeah, I'll send you a link for that, and I'll send you a link to the modem that I got.
Hey, I got another surprise if you guys got a second.
Yeah, totally.
So remember the Mother's Head in part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 12 original molds in the world of the Mother's Head in part 2. So I have a part 2 right there, but that's not the original mold. Let me get the fucking original. Hold on.
He's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, he is. He's talking about Molden Head.
You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Bro, that's the original one.
Damn.
That looks like her, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Look at that.
So we got a bunch of people that just joined, and if you're just joining, we're talking about Friday the 13th Roseblood, which is premiering this Sunday. And if you can't get to the premiere, which actually you can't because it's sold out, you can watch it for free on Monday, and I have the links in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us, or follow our social media. Ben's going to be posting it there as well on Monday.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see this shit.
And
Right?
Jared says 4 days, Peter. Woo!
Yeah. Jared is from the Death Curse Society, so he's one of the guys that's going to help be doing live podcasts and doing like master of ceremony when they have the panel. These guys are fucking driving from St. Louis, and then he's picking up his buddy in Cincinnati and then coming here. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of their posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few of their posts over the past couple days about it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet. So, well, I look forward to meeting you Sunday in
You guys are
person.
going?
Then, I think we have no choice.
Apparently,
I think I have no choice either.
Apparently, I was just told I have no choice.
This is the list, so I'm going to be working on it, and I'll just add you guys' names right on it as extra. And I print out. I'm such an anal. Like I have to print it on one of these so it's official.
Right.
and
Well,
then
I have
stick it on there.
I have these initials that I use after my name. VIP.
What are they?
VIP.
Okay, I put it in.
Viagra in person.
Yeah.
Because he's a super dick.
But at least, hey, this was like a blessing. You guys got to see some of the collection.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see some of it Monday night, but it was just, what you could show behind when you turned your camera. We could kind of see it, but it was glared. But I mean, with your phone, holy
I love
shit.
this is that Fangoria from the Cotton Part 3.
Right?
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah. So, and he's the only one I never met. So I did go online. I have autographs from him on masks and pictures, Richard Brooker, but he died right like the same year I started going to cons, unfortunately.
Right.
And then, I got one. You guys, I get excited. You guys know the story between Steve Dash and Warrington Gillette, the issues they had?
I'm not familiar with that, no.
So in part 2, Warrington Gillette was originally hired, and he's a great guy. I've met him, hung out with him. He's originally hired, and I guess in that scene where he comes through the window, at the end, he wasn't a stunt guy, so he was like, not doing it, I guess, according, who knows, whoever tells you the story, he wasn't doing it according to what they want, or he didn't want to do it or whatever. So they had to hire Steve Dash out of New York. So Steve Dash basically played Jason 90% of the film. So as the years went on, Steve wasn't online or nothing. And when Warrington would go to cons, he would say he was part 2 Jason, which, I mean, he's not being a dick. He just wasn't the whole way, So long story short, Steve found out about it. And I'm pretty good friends with Steve. I'm the one that helped sign him for Vengeance. And he met him at a con in Texas, I believe, and like fucking called him out and, found out you're signing it as me, and a big problem. So anybody who ever, you could ask anybody, had anything signed by Warrington Gillette, if you went, Steve was a feisty guy. If you went to his table, he'd fucking rip it up.
No shit.
Yeah. So now I made a part 2 Sack head with like the blue eye and made little fucking head and everything. Yeah. And I was pretty cool with him. I used to see him at cons all the time, and we had a decent friendship. And I said, Steve, I got this fucking sack with Warrington signed it. I go, if you don't want to sign it, that's fine, but don't fuck it up on me, please. And he's like, give me the fucking thing. And he signed it. So ask your viewers if there's anybody. Yeah, you might have people that you signed Steve Dash first and Warrington after. As far as I know, I'm the only one that has it the other way around. I'll show it to you. Ugh. So there is Warrington, and then there is Steve.
Wow,
that's a one of a kind right there.
Okay, I was gonna, cool, right? I was going to ask about that if he signs it the real Jason, because I got his autograph as well as
And that's where that came from, because he's like, I'm the real Jason, not this other gentleman. That's where that whole moniker came from.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Now, how many people have actually played the character of Jason?
If you count stuntmen, there's way more. So it's hard to say. But the regular ones, there's 12 of them. Kane played in 4, so 8 Jasons.
Okay.
Wow. But there's so many other people. Douglas Tate, who did the stunt work for the last Halloween as Michael. He was Jason coming out of the water holding Freddy's head.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's another guy who did the Freddy vs. Jason explosion stunt into the water. There's another guy who did the on fire stunt. There's all kinds of like different guys who have played him at times. In part 2, when you first see Sack Jason walk off the sidewalk to the house to go kill Adrian, that's a woman. That's a woman in boots. That was in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, don't fucking get me going. The house was in Torrington, Connecticut.
He's like,
I'm just thinking about a woman.
Yeah,
don't
get me going, Jeff. Don't get me fucking going.
I mean, a woman in boots wearing a mask, that works for me.
She wasn't wearing a mask. She was like the production supervisor. And they just, if you remember that shot, it's just a foot coming onto like a water puddle with a boot and walking. It was her.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. See, you learn something new every day.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
wow. No, I'm looking forward to this film. I mean, I've always been I kind of, to be perfectly honest with you, when they put Jason in space,
yeah,
I mean, I was kind of done.
Me too.
That was a little much. I mean, really, but after seeing Vengeance and because it just brings me back to that classic style, and I just love that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always had a problem with people making fun of Jason, just like Resurrection made fun of Michael and and Halloween there. Like
right.
You can have comedy. I'm not big on comedy, but you can have comedy in the movie. Just don't make it Jason. That's funny. He's not funny, and you don't make fun of him. He's the fucking franchise. That's how I feel.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little different with a character like Freddy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Freddy can be funny, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but not a Michael and not a Jason.
Like in X when he fights the robot, she's like, "You better leave," and then her head gets knocked off, and just like, this is so stupid. Like they're not scared of him. That's what bothers me.
Yeah,
that's why I love 4 so much. I think 1 to 4 is the best story, and I also think 4 is the last one that was scary.
True.
Yeah. What's your guys' favorites?
Well, nothing beats the original. I mean, I did nothing. I'm sorry, but nothing beats the original. I mean, I love that old style stuff. I mean, I just rewatched. I think it was 1978. the original I Spit on Your Grave.
In Connecticut. Connecticut.
You know what I mean? I mean, I love those old classic horror flicks, and when it starts getting, they push the envelope way too much. You know what I mean? But the Friday the 13th, it was, for me it was 1, 2, and into 3, and then I kind of like lost track of what they were trying to do with it. To be honest with you.
Yeah. See, I liked 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually did like 5. Even though we had this conversation Monday. Right, we won't get into it, but I still liked 5, 6, 7, and then after that it was kind of like I couldn't keep up. But definitely the first 4, and I have to put 5 in there too, even though it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was still a decent movie.
Mirrors was really good in 2009. Just the movie wasn't good.
Right.
To me, it's always scarier. Like Kane, we get in fights all the time. He's like, "Well, Jason doesn't fucking run." I'm like, well, he did for the first fucking 4, So to me, like I used to play football, right? To me, if a guy is 6'6", 6'5", 250, and he can fucking run at you, that's scarier to me.
Oh yeah.
But I get the whole mystique of the Jason walking. I get both aspects. But if you were in the woods and that guy's 6'6", like Derek, and he's running, man, that's like fuck. I can't get away.
Right.
Yeah.
Danny's asking, where was the real Jason in part 5?
He wasn't there. We already covered that.
He was dead. He was dead. He was in the grave.
He was in the grave. Yeah. But I just think the way that 5 was done. Let's put it that way. I still kind of thought it was cool. 6 and 7 were good, and then like we were talking, it kind of started to just go, it's all right, Danny. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, the Freddy versus Jason, and I mean,
who?
That mashup.
I want to see Peter versus Jason. Oh wait, that's on your phone somewhere.
Yeah, and in Fall of Camp Blood, I played Rob Deere, James Deere's brother. So I go at Jason in that film also.
Which one was that? Fall of Camp Blood.
Yeah, which is part 4, continuation.
Now people can see that already.
Not out yet. We shot it a bunch of years ago, but Riley said within a couple of months. He was the director. A couple of months.
They always say that. Couple of months. Give me a couple of weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a couple of months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we filmed that back in 2001.
Yeah.
Should be out next week.
And then we put it on the shelf for a little while, and
Yeah. Leo, you'll like this. One of my buddies who are going to be a podcasters there too. They did their best fan films ever. I guess there's this notorious fan film, Indiana Jones, where these guys.
Rats.
Yeah.
That was phone froze.
300 megabytes per second.
I'm laughing because his phone just froze on him.
Yeah, it did.
It's like every time he tries to talk about a different fan film other than Roseblood or Vengeance, he freezes tonight. Just saying. If people think I'm fucking crazy, it's cursed. It's cursed.
Are you back?
Am I back?
You're back. You're moving around, and you look very unenthused.
Yeah.
So anyways, they finished it like in 2020 or some shit. So the funny thing is, there's scenes when they're like 18, and then there's a scene where they're 40, and then there's scenes when they're 19, and supposedly it's the entire Indiana Jones film except for the airplane scene where the guy gets chewed up from the airplane propeller because they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
That's funny.
I'm gonna have to look for that. That's pretty.
I told them when you froze up. I said every time you started talking about a different fan film other than Roseblood or Vengeance, you froze tonight. There's a hint. It's a hint.
It's a fucking hint. I should know. You got the blood behind you. I should have known.
Listen, it's just
that's that blood's from too much hot sauce.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So,
but I know I know, Leo, you have another show tonight.
I do. I was just going to say this real quick. Speaking of filming in Connecticut, and I only know this because a friend of mine asked me to stop by there to take pictures, but just one town up of where your premiere is going to be, they filmed Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
I didn't hear of it.
Yeah, it's 1970 horror movie, like a cult classic. But yeah, it was filmed in Old Saybrook.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, if you ever get the chance, you should check out the Prospector Theater.
That's in Ridgefield.
My branch used to be in Ridgefield when I worked for Airgas. It used to be in Ridgefield. I was always there.
Yeah, they took.
But yeah, I'll check it out.
They took over the. There was a theater that used to be there. They took it over and revamped it. It's actually really, really cool. It's really nice inside.
Yeah, we went and got a tour there. One of the best theaters I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I used to. What's that nudie bar in Danbury on the left? That was real famous.
There's a nudie bar in Danbury?
Yeah, man, they serve like steaks and shit. I used to see it all the time when I was driving by.
Yeah.
I forgot the.
You knew
forgot the name of it.
I saw it when I was driving by, but they serve steak.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna say what just popped into my head.
He's like, speaking eggs.
Speaking of nudie bars, there's one down the road here, and they made the papers because they had a sign saying congratulations, Grossotech is the school here. Congratulations, Grossotech graduates of 2020 now hiring.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So people must have been pissed about that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The hell with it? I ain't going to college. Nudie bar's hiring.
That is so great. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know we need to wrap things up because I have another show coming up at 9.
Yes, you do.
Where we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters, but spoiler free. We're not going to spoil it for anybody because it's a magical film. Everybody needs to watch.
Make sure you don't run anything you shouldn't run, so you don't get kicked off.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I learned my lesson. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. Definitely check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. Roseblood is premiering, and I've said it a bunch of times already, but just in case you missed it, Roseblood's premiering this Sunday. And if you can't get to the premiere, and it's sold out, so if you don't have tickets now, you're shit out of luck. But it's going to be available for free for everybody to watch on Monday. There are links in the show notes. Just head on over to their YouTube page, or Ben's going to be sharing it. We'll share it as well on Monday, so you can check it out for free. So just follow us on social media. Speaking of following on social media, just Google me. My name's Leo. I'm everywhere. And I run a little thing.
Your fucking brain just went boring.
Yeah, it did. I run a little thing called the Dorkening Podcast Network. A bunch of shows on the network. A lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. And Peter, where do you like people interacting with you on social media?
You can find me at the Peter Anthony on Instagram. You could find me on any of the Roseblood sites. So it's just Friday the 13th Roseblood on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at the Peter Anthony. And I think that's about it.
Cool beans. Jeffrey.
Don't ever Google me. No, don't Google me. Just go to stilltoking.com. You'll find all our information, links, all this kind of happy bullshit, whatever you need to know. That's where we're going to be. Hopefully we can get down there Sunday. That'd be really, really fun, Ben. I think we ought to go. And,
I
know it's...
You need me to drive?
No, actually, I drove today. But
oh, good. You're driving Sunday.
Huh? I can drive.
Okay.
No, I can drive.
I guess we're going Sunday.
But you can only do left turns.
I gotta be careful with how I use the stick with my right hand. Careful, don't think too much about that one.
Christ.
Yeah, so I want
taking
everybody
separate
to have
cars.
a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the family. If you're eating turkey, don't eat too much because you'll just fall asleep and shit your pants. So on that end, like I said, go to stilltoking.com. Don't ever try and find me anywhere else because I probably won't be there or answer. I do have a Facebook page, but I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay. And don't forget the gravy.
Don't forget the gravy. Got to have gravy. Gravy on everything, including squash.
Yeah. Yeah, gravy on squash. See it behind me? That's what gravy on squash will get you. There's fucking something wrong with this
Those
guy.
must be painful. If that's what it gets you, that must be some painful Hershey squirts.
Hey, I don't know, man. I just sit here and look pretty. That's my job. No. So, no, we want to thank Peter Anthony for coming out and hanging out and talking about Roseblood tonight. I am super psyched to see this. You know, pay attention to the social media page Sunday, because you don't know. If Peter says, yeah, maybe I'll hit the live button once or twice. You never know.
You can go live.
You never know. Oh, you know, look at that. So you never know. We might be popping in live, you know, say, you know, bring Peter on. Maybe, you never know what you're going to see. But definitely check out Roseblood Monday. Pay attention to all our social media because we'll post the links in there. I know they're in the show notes up above, down below, on the side, over there, depending on where you are. Yeah. So to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do every day so people like us can do what we do every day. We're out of here. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Happy Gobble Gobble Day.